Welcome back to another episode of the Bear Trap on the Boomer Bust channel, a Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host, Terry, and today doing a recap of our loss against the Green Bay Packers. We went up against the Packers that were really not at all at full strength. Obviously, we didn't come in with all our weapons either, but, they got some big people out. I did not know Jair Alexander was going to be out. Obviously, Zadarius Smith is a huge one, but I did not know both of the starting corners would be out. And then they lost their center at the beginning of the game. They don't have Bakhtiari. They don't have Elton Jenkins. So they came in missing. And again, I gave us 35% chance to beat them because of that. I thought we had an opportunity against a defense that even when healthy isn't extraordinary, but definitely with the injuries is something that we could take advantage of. Now, what did I say? I said their weakness is also going against our weakness and our offense. But this would be the time if Justin Fields, if Nagy, if the offensive unit were to show something, it would be in this game where there's some opportunities to be had. And for sure, I think we really imposed our will on the run game. There weren't too many times where the run game wasn't effective in some way, whether it was just getting positive yardage or getting big runs. So, we did do that, but obviously, when you play Aaron Rodgers, even though he wasn't going crazy this year or anything, or this game, it still comes down to your ability to move the ball through the air, get first downs, and ultimately score. And we just, again, weren't able to do that. A couple things that I took away from this is that Justin Fields is, to me, 100% still learning how to see the game. And it's not that he's terrible at it or anything, and obviously he's not great at it, but there's enough that I've seen where I can tell that he's not seeing things or he's not seeing it quickly. And so while some situations, seeing it late, you still can make a play on it. Like Mooney was wide open in the end zone for that touchdown. He was wide open almost immediately. And it's situations like that where you could be a little late and still make something happen. But there's going to be pressure situations, especially really good teams or just really, crucial moments where being a second late is going to be the difference between winning and losing. Because this is a game of inches and seconds, as we always say. And so that's fine. He's a rookie quarterback. He's learning. He's such an interesting prospect because he is the type of quarterback, and I've said this before, and I think other people have said it, pointed it out. He's the type of quarterback where he's not going to initially just look to run. And I think there's a lot of quarterbacks that have been through this league that they weren't that way either, but the league forced them to become that way. But you can see Justin Fields so far. We'll see if the trauma ruins his game. But so far, he continues to be a pass-first quarterback. He keeps his eyes downfield, and he really only takes off when he has to, or he feels that he has to. It's not a constant thing. It's not like he's getting the ball and looking to go directly to the edge. That's not his game. And that's great because that's going to make that's part of being a great quarterback, I should say. And so he keeps his eyes downfield. He keeps the play alive, looking to make that pass. And I know this is a league of play extenders. That's the cool thing to be like Aaron Rodgers. So the mindset has shifted from just running the ball like Vic to trying to extend the play, but there's just a difference. He's not Deshaun Watson in it. He's really in the pocket until he needs to move, and so there's that. And so on top of that, while he has that skill set, And while I think he has a really good idea of how to be in the pocket, when to move, obviously outside the pocket, he's got a lot of athleticism. The processing part is still not there. And it's not like he can't do stuff. Obviously, most quarterbacks, if you scheme it up or somebody's going to be wide open or you run a scripted play where you know exactly where you're throwing to, Trubisky was the same way. They can do that. And that's fine. And some people take that as, look, he's a great quarterback. That great quarterback is a lot of parts to it. And so that's fine. But can you do it when it's off script? Can you do it when it's a tight window? Can you do it when it's not a scripted play and you got to actually read the coverage? Those are the questions. And that's the evolution that most quarterbacks look for as they continue. And, like I said before, I have all the faith in the world for Justin Fields to get to that point, but he's still in a developmental process right now. And then, I mean, yeah, the defense, credit to Sean Desai. I'm not a huge fan of this, but it is what it is. And I feel like I talk about this every week. The NFL has shown offensive lines, at least a good chunk of them have shown to be very susceptible to the stunts and games being played by D linemen. I don't know if it's when you got an offensive line that just hasn't gelled together, or you got younger players that are not used to communicating. I don't know what it is, but these people cannot seem to figure out a twist to save their life. And so credit to Sean Desai for really infusing that into this defense. Obviously, we done some of that with all our other coordinators, but I would say Pagano especially, we really went 4-up straight rush a lot. And I have no problem with that. I mean, everybody wants to go 4-up straight rush because that's when you could do the most with the team. But typically, you're not able to do that, and so most teams are either going to have to manufacture pressure by blitzing or running some type of stunt, some type of something. And we are that type of team, 100%. And I know people, and I've already said Robert Quinn he's looked way better. But I know people want to go, Robert Quinn and Mac, they're so good. Again, we have really been getting the product of switching it up on the line, and we saw that again today, and it's cool. I mean, it's fine. You want to walk people up on the line, do a slant and then drop people in the coverage, or you want to slant, loop somebody, blitzer backside, or you want to just do a T stunt or a double T stunt, whatever it is, that's fine. Like, you're getting a lot of gamesmanship on the D-line because we can't go 4 straight up. And if they were that great, we would be doing that. This ain't Washington, and that's a rare team anyway, where you could just really got 4 dogs that could go get after it. A lot of times, this is what you have to do. Even if you have one legit pass rusher, consistent, not Khalil Mack. If you had like a TJ Watt, even just with TJ Watt, he's going to get so much attention that you're going to have to switch it up a lot just to get him free rushes. But either way, the point being, we've really turned that up. Now, I still think there's a talent issue when it comes to the pass rushing department. But again, give Sean Desai the credit to say, okay, we don't have those tools right now, so let me do something that's going to help our defense. And so, yes, there's that. But overall, I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers. And he didn't go crazy today. Like I said, that offensive line really did not do him any favors. We got in his face. We put him off his rhythm. But you can't do it all game. You need some help from the offense, and this is where it becomes typical Bears football, where we can, hold our own really early on defense. And it's not the tired thing. People keep saying that rest. That's not it. Unless you are literally turning the ball over on the first play, the rest thing is fine. It's the morale It's the man, like, I just don't even feel like they're gonna score. What's the point? And even subconsciously, if you're not giving it your all, that could be the case. It might not be a blatant, I'm not about to go hard. You could think you're going hard, but really just be not motivated by how your offense is playing. And so giving the ball back to Aaron Rodgers is not the recipe for winning. And that's what we did. And that's what we've done a lot of these years, where the defense and not even turning the ball over or anything, just playing good defense has kept us in games. And the first year with Nagy, again, we played bad teams, but we took the ball away, we scored the ball, and we gave us short fields, and that completely changes how the offense is able to operate. But even if it is you getting an extra drives and you're starting on your 25 or the 20, you still getting extra chances by the defense, and you need to help them, and you need to make those opportunities worth something, and usually we don't. So it's just a matter of time before the game kind of slips away, and that's kind of what we saw. So, yeah, that's in a nutshell. Again, you know how I feel about this season, so we'll just keep going ahead. Let me know what you thought in the comment section. Oh, and let me mention the refs were bad all around. It's a very weird game. A lot of missed calls, a lot of weird calls. That was terrible too. Yes, I acknowledge that, but I don't really think that's enough to change the whole entire game. So anyway, let me know what you think. Go to the comment section, share it around, get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe, and remember, stay up and bear down.